Kotomaris. He is from Athens, Greece, and he is one of the returners. There are several returning players. Luke Russell, to name one, Tiago Fierro, Raul Bonet, back from last year, Mark Heeman, George Limbert, Carlos Munar, and are just some of those that are back for Vlade Simic. This team that won the conference last year went 7-0 undefeated in the Heart of America Conference and made it into the second round of the national tournament before losing a tough one there. The Lindenwood Lynx come in. Dan Hogan is their coach, and he has been there for several years. This is an experienced club as well. The Vikings, bright orange jerseys, white shorts, bright orange socks, black jerseys, and maroon socks or trunks for the Lynx as we get set for action tonight. Glad you can be with us on just a beautiful night in Marshall. A lot of times early in the season we can get some extreme weather, but not the case tonight. This is fall weather in August. Vikings with the possession. Luke Russell as the Vikings. And the Lynx do battle tonight. There's a long pass up the left side. And giving chase for the Vikings, Raul Bonet. Viking possession around midfield. Long pass, but the Lynx are back defensively. Vikings on the attack early on. And that is DC, goes by DC. Desmond Mazzolo, he is out of Newcastle, England. And he is down. And DC is up and ready to continue. Vikings will have it about 23 yards out. And here's the kick right into the wall. That was by Munar. Vikings on the attack. And now we have a Lindenwood player who's down. Alex Thompson, one of the trainers, heading out to check on that young man. Just underway. If you are just joining us this year, you may notice that an improved look on the field as some new equipment purchased by our live stream crew this summer. All right, coming off for the Lynx. I believe that was Enrique Garcia, it was. Enrique was part of that human wall to block that shot, and you might guess what happened. So he was out. Now he's back in. .42 minutes to go here in the first half. Lynx with possession, Yuri Cruz. Long pass, tried to get it to Leonardo Fari, but the Viking defense was there, and it goes all the way back to Konomaris. In goal, Christo, the senior out of Athens, Greece, in goal. After tonight, our next live stream, our next video stream will be Saturday. It's football season, and the William Penn Statesman will be in town. We'll be on the air and on the live stream channel at 5:30 Saturday evening. We'll start the football season. In goal for Lindenwood is Nicolasi out of Brazil. Foreign flavor in both of these squads. Good defense by the Vikings. Now the Lynx on the attack, and the ball goes out. There's a long pass down by the Vikings, but these are two good teams tonight. Good way to start the season for both. Here's a run by Chinchilla, Guillermo Chinchilla, and whistle stops play. Women's match last night as the women a victory over Lindenwood-Belleville, 3-1. Match was tied 1-1 early second half, but the Vikings a couple of goals. And a good crowd coming in for this one on a Wednesday night. Vikings trying to go on the attack. Mark Heyman, Newcastle, England, number 17. The possession goes to the Lynx. And Cruz will put it in play. Jose Silva.
One's on the far side, on the left side. One's on the right, is on the near sideline. If it's an offside, the guy on the sideline will raise his flag. 2 is your responsibility. As quickly as you can. You know what offside in soccer is? Okay. If you see an offside, I'll say it. Go get that guy as quick as you can. You usually hold the flag up for like a count of 3, and then it drops down. I'd love to be able to get that flag up and then the point.
Vikings in their own end, working the right side. And it goes out, back to the Lynx. 37 minutes to go in this first half. No score, season opener for both clubs. And the women won last night.
Only takes the last 10 seconds. It constantly records, camera 2.
The men's and women's teams are both ranked coming in. The men's team is ranked number 7, And the women's number 23. The women are 1-0-1 as they traveled to number 2, University of Northwestern Ohio last week and played them to a 0-0 tie. Good performance by Drew's club, Drew Hawkins. So they're 1-0-1. Men's soccer team will play 5 teams ranked in the preseason poll. They'll play Grandview, number 4. This Mid-American Nazarene's number 12. This team is number 19. Ashford, Iowa's 15th, and Oklahoma Wesleyan number 20. So a tough schedule. And, of course, the Heart of America Conference, always very good when it comes to soccer, both men's and women's. The Vikings are coming off 2014 season. They went through the conference undefeated. Won their opener over Judson, Illinois, a match that we had for you, 5-0, but then lost to University of Northwestern Ohio on penalty kicks in the second round. Finished 15-4-1 and a 7-0 mark in conference play. The men's soccer team has now been ranked in 55 straight coaches polls, the 3rd longest active streak in NAI men's soccer. Women's team, we'll talk about that in just a bit as well as Drew Hawkins' club off to a nice start. No score here. We're at the 35-minute mark of the first half. As the Vikings playing some pretty good defense, not allowing the Lynx to do much once they get into the end. I had a chance earlier this evening, right before the match started, to visit with Coach Vladi Simic.
Well, another soccer season is here, and Vladi Simic joins me. And, Coach, before we talk about tonight's match, go back to last year. Congratulations. Undefeated in the conference, second round of the national tournament. What a fun year that was.
That was a great year. It's going to be hard to repeat, but we'll do our best to, at least get close to it.
I look at your roster, and a lot of those guys, or some of those guys are back.
Some guys are back, and we have some new faces, and hopefully they can gel in the team fairly quick.
But now, your team has been one of those, always at the top in the rankings. So every time you play someone, every time you have a match, they're gunning for you, aren't they?
That's correct. I mean, we'll take the pressure. I mean, it's nice to be in a top, 10, 15, 20, whatever. But it's some pressure too, but I think we can handle it. So we'll do our best again.
How about this group? Pretty confident group, but they should be, shouldn't they?
Yeah, confident group. I mean, first game, preseason was short, but hopefully we had just enough time to, work on a couple things, and I guess hopefully we're ready. We'll see tonight, I guess.
LU-Belleville, pretty good team. What do you know about them, if anything?
Really good team. Lots of good individual players. Also, one of the top teams in the nation. So it's kind of hard to start the year with a really good team, but our schedule is pretty tough all over the place. So you have to play with the best in order to be the best. So.
Well, you make the schedule, so you have no one to blame but yourself, right?
That's correct. That's
but you like to play tough competition.
That's correct, because at the end of the year it pays off. If you play good, tough opponent, you're going to get some extra points, and hopefully do well at the national tournament.
A lot of good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy.
So there's Vladi Simic talking with us before this match, and as he said, always like to play a very difficult schedule. Dan Hogan does the same thing with his Belleville club, and they know that tough competition gets them ready to the end of the season when it comes November and then the colder days, and you're getting ready for the playoff time. Still no score in this one. 32 minutes to go in the first half. The Lynx with control in their own end. Neither team has really had a decent shot on goal yet. Vikings on the attack. Let's see if they can make something of this. And trying to work through the defense was Fabio Calderon. Good defense by the Lynx. Juan Bergit, number 18, had possession a few moments ago for the Lynx. Crowd continues to come in. A lot of the students continuing to come in. Lunar gives it back to Calderon, sends it all the way across to the right side.
Real TV there, boys.
We will have several soccer doubleheaders coming up for you. Keep an eye on the Mobile website. The next, I believe it's September the 9th. Columbia College will be here. And we'll have both men's and women's matches that night. That's September the 9th.
The game's at 7, not 7:30. Yeah. Ready to look kick. You guys ready to kick 2, ready 1. And any other room you do then headsets? Go grab them something. You know, I should.
In goal is, as I mentioned, for the Lynx, Nicolasi and Nicholas Nicolasi. And speaking of in goal, Contreras Cristo in goal for the Vikes.
Well,
30 minutes to go in the first half. Long pass intended for DC went out. This from Mazzolo. Throw in for the Vikings. Raul has it. Benet. Back to Munar. Who's going to get that first goal? It's been a pretty tight match. Vladi Simic pacing in front of the Viking bench. What has he done? Has he done a wonderful job as a coach of this program? Considered one of the top in NAIA year in, year out. DC trying to catch it, get to it in the corner. And it's knocked away by Cruz. Throw in coming from Mark Heeman. Quickly gets into Benet. Benet has his shot blocked. And here come the Lynx. Now the Vikes take it right back. They set it up on the left side. Left foot. And that one's blocked. Heeman fired with the left foot. That was blocked. Right into the chest of Yari Cruz. You saw on the replay, if you're watching the live stream replay.
Some real TV, boys.
Yeah. I was commenting to some of you who have watched the live stream events in the past, you probably noticed the quality, and thanks to our administration and Chaz Maddie, the director of television here at Missouri Valley, we've made quite a few improvements to our live stream picture, and certainly hope you enjoy it.
Basically, and what they're going to feed into. So like they're passing back and forth now. You're doing a good job. There are 2 guys right there. There's another guy on the 50. 2 guys, more guys on the 50. We can see that. So doing over the top, you're wide enough to when as the ball goes over, you can see the people shifting around. Now 2's job is basically track the ball.
27 minutes to go, first half. No score.
So like right here, is he not offside?
Well, it wasn't offside. It looked like Leonardo Fari.
Good job, two. Everyone's pleasing their case. 3-1. Why not one a little bit?
Fans and students continue to come in.
Viking coach, purple coach.
And it's just a gorgeous late August evening. Temperatures tonight here in mid-Missouri expected to get down into the 50s. Not a cloud in the sky. Lights are on here. Greg Mitchell.
What did I say, 27?
27 minutes remaining in the first half. Lynx will have possession at midfield. Send it in deep. It's headed away. Now a good block by one of the Vikings. The ball still loose. Here's a shot, and that one goes just over the top. Calaveras played the angle. Shot just a little high. So that's that's probably the best opportunity either team has had so far in this match. Munar sends it across midfield. Now the Vikings will regroup. Work that right side. Here they come on the attack. But the defense for the Lynx was up to the task. Sends this one all the way through to Calaveras. Back to midfield. Garcia working for the Lynx. Here come the Vikes. They work the left side. DC has it. Nice footwork. And goes by a couple of defenders. Gets it back. Works it into the corner. Let's see if the Vikings can keep it in play. Fierro, they do. And Fierro hits the deck. He's slow to get up, but he's up. And back to midfield. Now the Vikings send it back in. They want to keep the pressure on here. Now, whistle. Yellow card is going to be given to Chinchilla. Guillermo Chinchilla gets the yellow card as Benet hits the turf. So we are at the 25-minute mark of the first half, no score. The only real good shot on goal came from the Lynx. And this shot is, oh, nice save. That was headed toward the corner. And a nice save by Nicolacci. Vikings were shooting for that high left corner, and Nicolacci got up there and was able to make the save. So good chance for the Vikings, but better save by Nicolacci.
So I have two replay channels, orange and purple. I have two network graphics channels, and that's
Boy, just by watching the first 20 minutes or so of this match,
so if I say Thor's hot,
whoever gets this first goal, pretty good advantage, I think. Both teams play very good defense. Now Bonet fights for possession, and that's going to be a foul on him. He was battling with Mario Cortilas. Cortias. Vikings have it.
Constantly change graphics in and out. I've got
In their own end.
living in graphics 1. That's all. Right, so call it camera. And we'll call graphics 2 separate for work. So, but the 2 is going to be my overlay. All right, so when 1 goes big wide at the end of the halftime here, all I have to do is mix the camera 1 clean down here, and then mix in the local clean separate. Local, whatever I call it. I'm going to call it local in the back.
Here come the Vikings up the right side, but once again, the Lynx defense is there. Take a look over at the Malcolm Center for Student Live. See some are in the workout room.
3 hours of me talking. So, this is what you missed.
Just about dusk here in Marshall.
You missed all my stories and get off on random tangents. All right, so
Now the Lynx with possession. Working up the left side.
Here it comes. Ready, orange. Replay of the shot on goal. Ready, orange, and goal orange.
All right, here's the Vikings' best opportunity for goal. The shot headed for the upper corner. And great stop by Nicolacci.
I'm doing all the cutting, what's called the mix effects. This bank has my cameras and a key always in. So I went to the replay.
I said her to the upper left, upper right, of course, on that shot. I'll give my directions, right? Been a long day. 21 minutes to go in the first half, no score. Here come the Vikes, working the left side.
I took that and bug goes away. These are downstream feeders. Downstream is the very end of the rip. Right? So whatever's upstream, I can do it on motor here. I can ultimately affect the downstream. So I switched to the mix effects and go my replay is clean. Now I could put the replay machine clean. I have 4 MEs, different ME, and just switch over here, but that's boring.
Lynx with possession at midfield. Get both defenses have done an excellent job.
Looking at the wrong thing. Program is what's online. That's what everyone's seeing. Preview is what's coming up next.
Contomaris had possession. Both teams doing a very good job defensively. Under 20 minutes to go in the first half. No score. Well, both these coaches, Dan Rogers, Lottie Simic, know how important it is to get that first one in a match between two nationally ranked teams to start this season. Here come the Lynx, 1-on-3, moved by Ferry. He was stopped. Vikings bring it the other way. Nice footwork. Now Munar up the left side. He's tripped, keeps his balance, but whistle does blow. Back to Mark Heeman. Sends it all the way. Across to the right side. Now back to the middle of the field.
Both wearing colors, obviously orange and black.
Vikings with those bright orange jerseys.
And then I'll always call by number. So if I say black 20, then you know where to go. If I say orange 20.
Here come the Lynx. Look like a good opportunity here as they bring it down the middle. Vikings back and they block it. But on the attack of the Lynx. Working that left side. There's a trip. Ball goes out. 18 minutes to go, first half.
You're fine there. You just pan as the ball comes to you. Ready, two, take two. Two, I'm going to hang with you for a second. And on the kick, I'm cutting off.
Going to be a corner for the Lynx.
Is to get to the ball mouth as quickly as possible.
On the left side. And here it is. Vikings are there. That one goes right in front of the goal, but nobody home for the Lynx, and Vikings knock it out. So we'll corner it from the right side. And I believe that is Juan Borgheat will have the corner from the right side. Sends this one in, gets it back. Now fires it out in front. Here's the header, and it hits the post. It hit the left post and bounded away. Now the Lynx send it back in. They're on the attack, and this one is in the goal. The Lynx on the attack. And Contreras had to come out of goal. And when he did, a goal for the Lynx, and that is Leonardo Faraday. He is out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 6-foot junior. So Ferry gets the first goal of the match, and that's a big one. The Lynx had they had that corner kick, and the Vikings were fortunate when it hit the left post. And then it went about to midfield. The Lynx kept the pressure on. They had Contreras had to come out of goal, and when he did, that left that left side open, and Ferry didn't miss. There was a defender there, but couldn't get back in time. So the Lynx take a 1-0 lead. I said, in a match between two nationally ranked teams. That first goal, oh, so important. And Belleville has it. Athletic Director Tom Pfeiffer down below. All right, here come the Vikes. Now trailing by a goal. Right side. Look for the pass. They send it out and it's knocked away. Well, the Vikes keep the pressure on the left foot. Again, that one is knocked away. We're down to the 16-minute mark of the half. Now the Lynx knock it out right in front of their own bench. Vikes will have the throw in. Sent this one all the way down, knocked away by Cruz. Cruz had a good game, a good match so far defensively. Now a couple of players hit the turf. They're both back up and all right. Enrique Garcia, and I believe the other was DC. Don't forget our next video stream event will be Saturday. Football season underway. One of the new teams in the Heart of America Conference. The William Penn Statesmen will be in town to take on the 9th-ranked Vikings, and we'll have it for you 5:30 with the Viking pregame show.
That's the name of the game. Have fun. I didn't know what I was going to say.
Benet
Oh, changing the light. That's what I was going to say.
tries to send it in. And we'll see some defense being played now by the Lynx. Done a pretty good job so far, but they have that one goal off the foot of Leonardo Faraday. "14 minutes to go, first half. LU-Belleville up 1-0.
If you're wrong, no one at home knows you're wrong. But if you like hang out in the middle and everyone walks out of frame, then everyone knows you made a mistake. So better err with a person than
Vikings lose possession. Here come the Lynx with the onside. I thought for a moment they might be offside, but Ferry stopped. He would have been offside had he continued up the right side. So he stopped and could not catch up with it. Benet, nice footwork to get through traffic. Weaves his way to the right side, sends it in. And this shot well wide, high and wide. Right. "12 minutes to go in the first half. Nicolasi sends it midfield. Vikings go for the steal, don't get it. There's an offside. As the pass was there, but Silva was very obvious that he was offside. Pretty easy call there. Well, let's see if Valley can tie this thing up before the break. They have 11 and a half minutes with which to work. Here's Fiera, Tiago Fiera. Munar races in, gives it off to Benet. Sends it deep right side. Here's a header, but no problem for Nicolasi to handle that one.
Gigabytes of material on the network and swamp that.
Under 10 minutes, well, 10 and a half minutes to go in this first half. Still 1-0. Munar, I believe, going to be, as he tripped one of the Lynx players unintentionally. That player was Chinchilla, Guillermo Chinchilla. Munar's from Spain. Chinchilla also from Spain. Chinchilla from Barcelona. 10:22 first half. And they send this one in. It's headed away by the Viking defense, but the Lynx will keep it in. And the high bouncer, and that thing bounced into the football end zone about 10 yards out and took a bounce toward the left corner. And Contomaris had to go up and bat it away. So a corner kick coming for the Lynx. And they don't send this one in toward goal. They send it back to set something up around midfield. A little different strategy on that kick. Try to send it in right side for Reyes, but that was well over his head and out. So the Vikings have possession. Under 9 minutes, first half. 1-0, Lynx lead. You know, next soccer action on live stream will be September the 9th. Columbia College will be here. We'll have the doubleheader women and men's matches starting around 6. That's September the 9th. Viking possession. They've had a couple of decent opportunities. Send it in. Working that right side, trying to get it back to the middle, but once again, the Lynx defense is there. Knocks it away. Vikings will go back and reset around midfield. Munar comes back for it. And work that right side, send it in again. But right to Reyes. Vikings keep it in. Reyes knocks it away again. Send this one to midfield. Munar. Vikings want to keep the pressure on. Bonet. Right side. They send it in. Let's see if the Vikes can get to that. They cannot. And once again, the Lynx defense did a pretty good job. We are down to the 7-minute mark of the first half. Whistle. This little push on one of the Vikings that they whistled that one. 1-1 is our, or 1-0 is our score. I guess the Vikings would like to have it 1-1, but they're looking for that tying goal if they can get it here in the first half. The only goal scored by Leonardo Faraday. Vikes can ill afford to give up another one, at least the way this defense for the Lynx looks in the first half. 6 minutes to go in the half. Vikings cannot control it in front of their own bench. Fierro tried to keep that one in play, couldn't do it. So the throw-in will come from Cruz. I'll send it back to midfield. To Doric. But here come the Lynx again on the move. Working to their left side, trying to get it back into Chinchilla. And this one is sent out toward Morrill Street and the Burns Athletic Complex. Good footwork by Chinchilla. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go, first half. 1-0. Two ranked teams and Lindenwood on top. I mentioned Lindenwood comes in ranked number 19. The Vikings ranked number 7. As far as the women are concerned, they started the season at number 23 and they went and a 0-0 tie against the number 2 University of Northwestern Ohio, then defeated LU-Belleville 3-1 last night. They hit the road Friday for a match, I believe, at William Woods. So both soccer teams looking forward to an excellent fall. Saturday in football at halftime, I'll visit with Tom Pfeiffer, that leg director. We were talking in an interview about all the success the Valley athletic teams had last year. The football team, 4th straight conference championship. Basketball team made the national tournament. Women's volleyball, another 20-win season. Men's soccer, second-round national tournament. Women's team made the conference tournament. Baseball won the Eastern Division of the Heart of America Conference, just on and on. Had Jakara Winchester was an All-American women wrestler. Gabby Musalam, an All-American heavyweight for the men. Men finished 9th in the country, so just another great sports year. Ball goes out. Vikings wanted a penalty as Heeman was tripped up. Some of the fans didn't like the no call there. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Battle for possession at midfield. Good job by Enrique Garcia for the Lynx to battle about 3 of the Vikings there. Munar possession. Off to Bonet at midfield. 4.5 minutes to go, first half. What a beautiful evening. Here's a long pass. Headed away, but the Vikings do have it. And that is Martinez. Tries to get it to Bonet in the middle of the field. He couldn't come up with it. Munar saves it in. Now this one goes out on the far side. 4 minutes to go in the half.
Sean Miller, who's now the coach at Arizona, is a point guard for Pitt, and Jerome,
Well, let's see if the Vikes can mount another attack or two late in this first half. Bonet runs into a wall of defenders, and the Lynx bring it the other way.
dunks it, backward shatter.
Sends it back.
And so Bill Raftery, who just all things NCAA basketball,
Sends this one toward
right away.
midfield.
And so
Now the Lynx will control down to 3 minutes to go. And they'll send it all the way back to
So I'm not ancient,
Nicolasi.
even though I'm ancient. I know, I'm ancient, even though I'm not.
Lynx have it at midfield.
I'm not as old as you.
Exactly 3 minutes to go in this first half. This one gets through, and they would have been onside, but Calaveras quickly comes out of goal and grabs that one about 12 yards out. .230. You can see on the live stream, 1-0, Lynx with the lead. That goal came off the foot of Leonardo Ferry. It wasn't a blast, but he He got Contreras out of goal and then hit that left post and just kind of trickled in. Two minutes. Can the Vikings have one more run at it here in the first half? Heeman gives it back to Munar. Munar sends it in deep, right side, headed away by the Lynx. They're doing a good job defensively. Taking their time. Minute 40 left. Well, the Vikings, Vladi Simic will have to come up with a way to get a few more shots on goal. Somehow fight through this very stingy Lynx defense. Here's the throw in. Down to a minute in the first half. Here's a long pass and coming out of goal, coming out about 10 yards out was Nicolasi. Sends it all the way down. Vikings will have it. Possession. Now they'll work left side to Heeman. Double team, gives it back to Munar. 45 seconds. Munar sends it through. Defense is there. Benet couldn't come up with it. And the other way, here's Silva. Jose Silva up that left side. He's on the attack. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go in the half. While the women's soccer players are here for this first half. See a lot of them down there watching. All right, we're down to 25 seconds to go in the half. Lynx will have possession. And they'll send this one in. Ooh. And that would got it to Sebastian Reyes, and he had a clear look. But if it went off his left foot, which I think it did, he hit it, knocked it up over into the football goalpost. We'll take a look on the replay, but I tell you what, that was closer than the Vikings wanted. Yeah, he had an opening and just missed it. So that's it for the first half. 1-0, Lynx with a lead. We'll be back with the second half. Let's see if the Vikings can put some offense together.
Well, the second half just getting underway. Vikings need a goal as they trail 1-0 to the Lynx. And the Lynx really played a solid defensive front in that first half. Let's see what any changes Vladi's come up with.
Vikings with possession. That's Jose Montesino. We didn't see him much in the first half. Kantar's out there. Zvevko Kantar. Daniel Jelly's out there, number 22. He's out of England. So Vladi going to a few new players here in this second half. Munar's still out there. So is Bonet. Bonet has possession right now. Sends it back to Munar. We're just underway in the second half. Vikings trail 1-0. Trying to get something going offensively here. This one's sent all the way to midfield. The Heart of America Conference has a new logo this year that you will notice, and you check out the Valley website for different sports. With new schools, Grandview and William Penn coming in this year. Next year, Clark University and Mount Mercy. The logo includes 4 important characteristics. The A represents the member institutions. Star represents the student athletes. The 3 points of the star characterize the common goals of each institution: education, cultivation, and graduation. The forward movement of the A signifies the conference's constant growth and transformation. Will be known as the Heart from this point on. So you'll see that new logo, the Heart of America Athletic Conference, as the conference continues to expand as well. We're in the second half, and it's 1-0. The Lynx with a lead. Vikings just have not been able to get many quality shots on goal. Leonardo Ferri, who scored the only goal, is down in front of us, holding his lower back. Vladi Simic standing near his bench. Dan Rogers sitting at the end of the Lynx bench. 40 minutes to go in this contest in regulation. Lynx, couple of substitutions look like getting ready to come in. One of those, I believe, was Alberto Barroso, is warming up. Here's Munar, sends it deep right side, but once again, the Lynx are there playing some pretty good defense. The Vikings keep it in. And now it does go out off the knee of one of the Vikings. Here's the throw in for the Lynx. Plenty of time in this match, but Vikes would certainly like to tie it up. You really can ill afford to give up another goal, that's for sure. Munoz from 35 yards out. On the right side. And he sends it in, but goes right to Nicolasi, and he's able to handle that one. Sends it deep. Well, I thought for a moment the Lynx might be offside. They were onside, and here's a shot with the left foot that goes high and wide left. I think the Vikings thought he might have been offside for a moment, but he was not. And that shot went high, wide left. Lynx keep it in, and there's an offside. Dan Rogers was hoping it was not, but it looked like Ferry was easily offside there. So with 37 minutes to go, the Vikings will have a throw in. Or excuse me, the Lynx. The Lynx will have possession. And this is Fernando Carcamo. He'll send it in. It goes wide right. Again, don't forget September 9th, the next time we will have a soccer video for you. We'll have both women's and men's contests against Columbia College. On the far side, Juan Borgheat will have the corner kick, sends it in low, and hits the side of the net. Cotamiris sends it in. 36 minutes to go. Again, plenty of time, but the Vikings would like that goal here. They bring it up the left side. Vikings stay onside, and a good job defensively to knock that one away. The Vikings had some numbers there. Well, they couldn't get it to the middle. Now, here's one sent across. It's headed away. Vikings still with possession. Send it back in. Try to head that one. Little collision in midair. The ball comes away to the Lynx. There's a contact right at midfield, and once again, Ferry goes down. He was holding his back the last time, and will be doing so again. Two of the Lynx are down this time. Right down in front of us. He's back up. Pretty good match here. And the Lynx have the only goal to this point. "35 minutes remaining in this in regulation. And the way these teams are playing defense, I would say if the Vikings could score a goal, it'd be a good chance we'd go to OT. Lynx send it in. Cotamiris handles that. Here come the Lynx again. And They'll send this one out in front. The Vikings knock it away. It's coming up the left side was Ferry. And he had a pretty good angle, but just could not get set for that shot. Vikings knocked it away. Now Reyes. Check that. Carcamo had that one, number 3. Where's number 3? Fernando from Honduras. Viking possession, 34 and a half minutes to go, trailing 1-0. They'll send it in. Were they offside? May have been. This Leafs defense has been solid all night, and they know one thing. If they can get another goal, they would really be in the driver's seat. And more contact. About 40 yards out. So the Lynx will have it 40 yards out, right side. They'll send it in, knocked away by the Viking defenders. Now Valley will try to mount an attack here. Midfield, 2-on-3. Are they going to stay onside? They are to this point. Long shot, left side, and that one sails high and wide left.
They're in the 30, and they can do it from wherever. But they're at 30, they might take a shot. So they're going to be able to attack that ball.
32 minutes remaining. And so far in the second half, in the first 13 minutes, the Vikings really have not had many good opportunities. Nor have the Lynx, but they're more interested right now in playing defense. Clock moving. Season opener for both nationally ranked teams. You knew this one would be tough. Here's his shot. And that one bounces a couple of times, and Contamaris with no problem coming up with that. And Cristo will send it to midfield off the right foot. This one sent out over the top of the Viking bench. Vikes will have a throw in there, and that'll be Todorich. Fired all the way left side. And coming out of goal to take care of that one, Nicolasi. The Lynx with possession. Now they'll send it out. On the far side. In Saturday football, we start the Heart of America Conference football season. One of the new conference teams, the William Penn Statesmen, will be here. And Joe All and I will have the call of that starting at 5:30 with our pregame show. Here come the Lynx, and a couple players get tangled up, but no call. And Cristo able to handle that one. And here's offside on the Vikings. Vikings trying to make a run, and we're offside. George Limbert standing now by Coach Simic. See if he's getting ready to come back in. Come in. This one sent down, headed away by one of the Viking defenders. But the Lynx will keep possession at midfield, at least for now. Bonet tries to chase that one down, but the Lynx have possession. Trying to get through a couple of defenders. Good job by the Vikings on the defense. Under 30 minutes to go now. 1-0. Vikings need to at least get this thing tied up. At this point, at 15 minutes in, they just have not had many good opportunities against this very solid defense that Belleville's putting up. Nice move by Jose Silva. He sends it back to midfield. Now we're going to have a push on Montesino. Clock moving, under 29 minutes remaining. Lynx will send it in, headed away by the Viking defense. Here's a shot, and right at Christos. And he had to bat that one away. That came from about 30 yards out, maybe 35 yards out. And he had to be alert and bat that one away. Now back to Nicolasi. 28 minutes to go. Looks like ready to come in for the Vikings will be George Limbert.
Left 34-yard line. Ready, two, kick two. Ready,
27 and a half minutes to go. And as far as the Lynx are concerned, they can take as much time off that clock as they possibly can. Nice move by Silva. Yes, nice footwork. Sends it out front with the left foot, but Contamaris is there very alertly. So here come the Vikes again. Still having their own end. They need to mount a charge. They need to figure out this Lynx defense if they can. The only goal came in the first half, Leonardo Ferry, and it was not a blast. It was more of a bloop, if you will. He got Contamaris out of goal and then just kind of rolled it toward the left post. There was a defender there but couldn't catch up with it. It just rolled inside the left post. And that's the only score of this contest. Now checking out Cortilas. Mario Cortilas checks out of the lineup for the Lynx. Here's Chinchilla. Ready to come in for Valley will be Daniel. Oh, I guess he's out there on the field. Jelly was in. I thought he was coming in. I said, no, he's been out there the whole half. He was just standing close to Vladimir Simic. And now they try to get it to him on the right side. Can he track it down in the corner? He can. But it's knocked away again by the Lynx. Boy, the Coach Hogan really has to be pleased with what he's seen. Dan Hogan is the head coach. This one goes out. Vikings looking for their first goal of the 2015 campaign. And if they get it, they'd tie this match. We're down to the 25-minute mark. So the first 20 minutes of the second half just what the Lynx wanted. A lot of good defense, very few shots. And they'll have to do it for another 25 minutes. Munar ready to put it in play. Right in front of his coach, Vladimir Simic. This team went undefeated. The Vikings did in the Heart of America Conference a year ago. That's not easy to do. A very good soccer conference, both men and women. Here's Bonet, sends it in. Vikings trying to get through that defense. Knocked away again. And now this one sent out toward the home field bleachers, and it bounces up into the bleachers. The Vikes will have a throw in. And once again, the Lynx knock it out. 23 and a half minutes to go. Vikings keep this one in. Munar does on that right side. Send it all the way across to the left. Here's one sent in, headed away. Boy, the Vikes had a player right in front, but it was headed away nicely by one of the Lynx defenders. Vikings again, this shot, wide right, long shot, taken by Kantar. Felipe Arna, ready to come in for the Vikings, or getting ready to come in. Good crowd here, but they're very quiet. As I'm watching a defensive battle, and the Vikings not being able to put much together offensively. Ooh, there's some oohs and ahs from the crowd as Carcamo is dumped. He's up and all right. But that clock just continues to move. Corner kick coming for Valley. From the right side, Munar will do that. Everyone getting ready. He sends it in, out in front, headed away, still loose. Here's the shot, and this one goes high, wide right. I believe that was Bonet who got the foot on it. It was. With the clock continuing to move, and of course now the Lynx, when they have possession, they'll take every second they can off that clock. Send it to midfield. And another whistle. Was there a whistle? Yeah, it'll be Viking possession. I thought I heard a whistle. Only had one yellow card in this match, so it's been a pretty clean match. Lynx will send it down, and they're going to rule this offside, yeah. Leonardo Ferri was trying to hold up and stay behind that defender about 40 yards out, just couldn't do it. And he looked across and saw the flag in the air, knew he was offside. Vikings send this one in, but once again, that very good defense, they send it right back out. Chinchilla, but he's going to be called for a foul. The Vikings will have possession. Boy, they bring it in play in a hurry. Good move by Montesino. But once again, the Lynx not letting the Vikings mount any kind of an attack. And now Arna going to be called for the foul. Lottie didn't like that call. Looks at the referee with his palms toward the heavens, arms outstretched. Clock is stopped with 20 minutes and 1 second remaining. So now starting to get serious for the Vikings. So the first 25 minutes of this half, the Lynx have done exactly what they wanted to do, what Coach Dan Hogan wanted them to do. Just a perfect night for soccer, crowd enjoying this weather. And if you're watching tonight and you're rooting for the Lynx, you're having some fun, at least to this point. And we're certainly glad you can be with us tonight from Marshall, Missouri. All right, Lynx will have possession. 19 minutes to go now. Tick, tick, tick. That clock is against the Vikes right now. Here he sends it in. Ball gets through a couple of defenders, but Contamaris is there. Could not afford to give up another goal now, in my opinion. Not the way these Lynx play, the Lynx play defense. Munar sends it in. It's headed away. Vikings try to keep it in, but can't do so. Now the Lynx on the attack. Is that De Jong who's in? Let me check. It looks like that's De Jong who's in. It is. Metten De Jong. He's out of the Netherlands. "18 minutes to go. We'll send it deep. Will the Lynx? Good move. Went right through the legs of one of the Viking defenders. Now the Lynx have it. Vikings want to go on the attack, but again, they have to be very careful not to give up another goal. Good movement. And getting all the way through was Chinchilla. Now back to Silva. Was nice footwork by Chinchilla to go through about 4 defenders. He has it back. Little back kick into the corner. Try to send it in. Here's a shot, and the Vikings get it out. Chinchilla really showing some nice footwork. All right, here come the Vikings on the onside. They are. The ball almost eluded the goaltender, but did not. The crowd get a little restless now, as we're down to the 17-minute mark. Vikings send it in, but the Lynx are there. Now the Vikings will have possession. Here they come. They'll send it in. They're onside for this shot. And what a nice job by Nicolasi coming out of goal and cutting that angle down. I thought the Vikes were going to have a clear shot, and I think it was Arna. They just never pulled the trigger on it, and Nicolasi came out, cut off the angle, and then it was knocked away. That would have been an excellent chance for the Vikings. "16 minutes to go. Offside on the Lynx. Now Vladi, Drew Hawkins, women's coach, helps the men's program up, both pacing. Need to find a way to score a goal here. Lynx will have possession. And they'll bring it in. They're onside. Here's Ferry into the left corner. Sends it out front. And a nice diving save by Condomaris. Ball still loose. Condomaris had to dive for that one. Under 15 minutes left. Mark Campbell into the Viking lineup. And Alberto Barroso will come in for the Lynx. Vikings send it in there onside. They've got a 2-on-1. But once again, just unable to get by those Lynx defenders. Send this one in. Headed away. Can the Vikings keep possession? They can. Work it to their right side. 14 minutes to go. Send it in, but again, knocked away by the gentleman in the black jerseys. The Lynx from Lindenwood, Belleville. Sends this one all the way back, yeah. Clock continuing to move. Vikings trying to mount yet another attack. They'll work it to the right side. Send this one in deep. Trying to head it. It's loose. Headed away by one of the defenders. And it'll go out. And I believe that was Yuri Cruz. We've called his name a lot, a name a lot. Dan Hogan was sitting for much of the first half. He is standing near midfield right now. Vikings send it in. It's knocked away again. 13 minutes left. Watching Dan Hogan down front. He is really directing traffic with this defense now. And Nicolasi sends it deep. You know, this is a big win. This would be a big win for his program too, knocking off a top 10 team to start the year. Even though his team is ranked in the top 20, they would really notice this Belleville team if he get this win. I talked to Brett Holt a few moments ago at halftime, actually. Brett is our women's volleyball coach. The women went and won at Belleville last night, lost the first set, then won the next three. He said they had a tremendous crowd for the volleyball match last night. Vikings did get the win. Here come the Vikes. They've got something going. Nope. Once again, knocked away by one of those talented defenders for the Lynx. And that is Carcamo. 11 and a half minutes. All the remaining of this one. Vikings need a goal to tie. Fiera with it. They'll give it back to Heyman. Heyman with the left foot. Sends it across. Vikings will try to keep this in. Good job. Left side. Here they come out toward the middle, and there's a trip. And so this is going to be interesting. See what this call will be. We'll see who it was. It was Tripp. Lindenwood players pleading their case. Well, it's going to be Bonet from 12 yards out. So it's going to be Bonet against Nicolasi. Bonet from 12 yards out against Nicolasi. 10:53 to go. Nicolasi will guess. Will he guess right? He'll come out now to Nicolasi will go back in goal. Bonet, the senior midfielder, from 12 yards out. Here we go. And the shot is in. Well, after the penalty, Bonet got the penalty kick. Nicolasi went to his left, and Bonet went to his left. And he scored. So Nicolasi was guessing that Bonet was going to try to go to the right side, and he went to the left. So we're tied at 1. 10 minutes to go. Well, let's go ahead and score another one now. One is our score with 10:52 remaining in regulation. Now let's see if this changes the strategy of the Lynx a little bit. Lottie didn't like that call. He didn't think there was as much contact as was led on to believe. So the Lynx will have possession here. Here's the throw in. See if anyone can mount a charge and get that goal here in the final 10 minutes. Or we'll play a little OT. There's a trip, and they're going to call a trip here on Jose Silva. He might have been given a yellow card. He was. So Silva was shown the yellow card. Now Dan Hogan walks down toward midfield. .9:44 regulation. Sends this one in. It's headed away. Ooh, good job by Nicolasi to come out. There was a Viking there, but Nicolasi was quick getting to that one. Vikings will have the throw in. Here they come. Coming that left side again, sends it out, but Nicolossi's there. That was almost the same play that resulted in a penalty kick, but there wasn't a contact that time. Nicolossi able to come up with it. Throw in for the Lynx. And this one sent high into the night sky and into the home side bleachers by one of the Viking defenders. A pretty good crowd across the way at the Malcolm Center for Student Life tonight. All right, here come the Lynx trying to get that go-ahead goal. They send it in the middle. The Viking defense is there. Good footwork again by Chinchilla. Send it left side. Give it to Silva. And the ball's knocked away. We're down to 7:54. 1-1 is our score. Vikings on a hurry now. Send it toward midfield. Carcamo is there. Now it goes out right at the Viking bench. Vlade Simic talking to one of his players, Jose Montesino. 7:12 to go. Leonardo Ferry had the goal for Lindenwood in the first, and then a penalty kick. Raul Benet tied it up just a couple of minutes ago. In fact, about 10 minutes left. So about 3 minutes ago. Vikings will have possession. Bonet loses the control of it. Lynx have it. This is going to be onside, and going to be Viking possession. Winding down in regulation here, 1-1. 6 minutes to go. Send this one in. Vikings would love to take a lead late in this match. A very stingy Lynx defense to send it all the way across and get it there to Heeman. Heeman has it knocked away. Now the Lynx will send it in. Chinchilla, good footwork by the Vikings. Benet to keep it in play. Heeman up the right side, he's tripped. Now we go the other way, 5:30 to go. Another trip. And that's going to be Lynx possession. Now a little pushing going on between Bonet and Enrique Garcia. Pass all the way down, headed away by the Vikings. 5 minutes. And we're tied at 1. Viking possession. Clock continuing to move. Here's Heeman. trying to battle two defenders down to the 4-minute mark of this match in regulation. Decent crowd here's hung around. Out in front. It's loose. Can the Vikings get a shot? They do, and they score! It was loose. That may have been Bonet. Let's see who it was over there. A nice feed, and from the left side, Bonet gets his second goal of the night. Bonet came racing in from the left side with the left foot, put it high in the left corner, and the Vikings take a 2-1 lead with 4 minutes to go in the match. Heeman kept it alive, and when his pass rolled to the left side, Bonet raced in with that left foot, high left corner, and gets his second goal. Dan Hogan not happy with something that was called or not called. Now here come the Lynx. Now the Vikings have to be really careful this last 4 minutes. Just play good defense as they have the lead. Here's Bonet. He's already scored 2 goals. He's tripped up at midfield, and a penalty is going to be called. 3:56 and counting. The 2 goals by Bonet, will they be enough? Bonet out of Spain. He's a senior, one of the leaders on this team, and he has both goals to start the new season. Under 4 minutes left. Now it's the Vikings' turn to play good defense and take as much time as they'd like when that ball goes out. The clock is their ally now, and Bonet sends it out. That's just fine with him. 3 minutes to go in regulation. The women defeated Belleville in a good match, 3-1 last night. The men up 2-1 now in a very tight match between 2 really good NAIA teams. Vladi now is doing the pace in front of the bench. That clock can't move quickly enough for him. Viking defense just have to go to work. Keep the ball away from the Lynx here for another 2.5 minutes. They've got it. They'll wait to be onside. Make the Lynx take all the time they have to get the ball. They still don't have it out of their own end. Good job. 2:15 to go. So Valley trying to go to a 1-0 start. There's a long pass down. It's headed away toward midfield. The referee had to get out of the way of that one. Right in front of the Lynx bench now. The Lynx had a 1-0 lead with 10 minutes to go. Then the penalty and Raul Bonet put it in, and then the Vikings scored late again. Bonet again. Send this one all the way down. 1:45 left. Michelacci will send it in for the Lynx. And the Vikings get it to Bonet. And he'll send it in again. Offside. But the clock continues to move down to 1:20. And one of the Vikings is down, maybe cramped up a little bit. And they play on. And now, little contact there, a little pushing and shoving going on again. Now Munar pushes Mario Cortias. A lot of these players know each other. A little talking going on now. And I think just one of the Viking players cramping up. Clock is stopped exactly 1 minute remaining. Chinchilla, he's out of Barcelona. Bonet is from Spain. All right, 1 minute to go. Vikings up 2-1. They will have possession, I think. Yeah, they will. Oh, chirping going on now. In the final minute, Lindenwood needs a goal. The Vikings just need to play good D. Fabio Calderon comes in. Munoz will send it in. Final minute underway. Vikings just have to really play good defense. Don't let anybody get behind them, and they do there with a nice header. Now they send it back to midfield, 45 seconds to go. And the Lynx have to keep it in, and they do. Here's Silva. Sends it left side. They send one out in front. It's headed away. It's loose, and that one is high and wide right. They got a fantastic shot. A fantastic shot, and it went high, wide right. Oh, that could have tied this match with 19 seconds to go. As it is, the clock continues to move, and the Vikings will do everything they can not to throw it back in. It came that close with 30 seconds to go to tie this match. Now they'll send it in. We're under 10 seconds to go. Vikings just need to, there it is. That's going to do it. That ball's going to go high in the air, and the Vikings come away with a 2-1 win. It went right down to the final 30 seconds. An attempt by Lindenwood came just a little bit short as a attempt at the tying goal went high, wide right, and the Vikings then were able to allow the clock to run out, get 2 goals by Raul Bonet in the second half, one on a penalty kick, the other coming at about the 7-minute mark, and the Vikings off to a good start, 2-1 over the Lynx of Lindenwood-Belleville. Hope you enjoyed our webcast tonight. We'll be back with you soccer on September the 9th. Columbia College will be here for the doubleheader, and we'll have football for you Saturday night here from Greg Mitchell. We'll be on the air at 5:30. For Chaz Maddie, the entire live stream crew, I'm Ken Cuiava. Good night from Marshall.